might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They juked him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Hill going to run left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming out to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running out of the gun with ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Mike Green, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The quick feet by Jackson. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got his man downfield, that's Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Complete to number 85, David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup.
They go play action to Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 123 yards and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And that will be incomplete as well.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 10 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. A beautiful fake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. The quick feet by Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Evades the tackler, and now some space. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson now. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Trayvon Walker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll find his man. That's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Lawrence will try and set up the screen to ETN. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 2. That's
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
a gain of a yard.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Shepard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
On the counter, Mitchell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Center with Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
17 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Puna Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. A nice little juke. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And Walker has it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. Lawrence will throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, had his his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's another Baltimore first down.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Hamlin. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Watson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He throws it and hits the slant route to Thomas. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 53 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. This is 2nd and 8.
yards on the pickup.
Jackson.
Right side to Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, what a move. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 32. And the Jaguar first down.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 7-yard
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Watson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's another Baltimore.
On the ground is Mitchell. Nifty move. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And the Baltimore first down.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Oh, it shifts past him. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson from 10 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth.
A gain of 16 yards.
Lawrence.
First down, Jaguars.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Intended for Travis Hunter. Incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Travis Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Wilson's got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
It's now 3rd and
back to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Jaguars 22.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The home team's offense and running back Keaton Mitchell getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
41-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Hamlet over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Off to Thomas on the left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. From the gun on third down. Lawrence. Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, it's Lawrence. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically